The WTXL studios. This is ABC 27's News at Noon.
There's a new twist in the case of a Georgia man accused of embezzling millions of dollars. Police find hundreds of marijuana plants in the home where Aubrey Lee Price rented for the last 2 years. Good afternoon. I'm Mika Highsmith. Thank you for watching the News at Noon. You may remember Price was on the run for more than a year, accused of embezzling more than $20 million in funds from a bank he ran in Lowndes County. Well, now a neighbor tells us that he was surprised to learn that the man he knew as Jason was accused of any kind of criminal activity.
Jason, he was cool. I mean, he come around, asked me, do I want anything or do we need anything? But I never expected this him. He's just a real cool person, real quiet to himself.
Aubrey Lee Price was arrested in Brunswick, Georgia after a routine traffic stop Tuesday. He could face up to 30 years in prison. Quincy police need your help solving a number of crimes they say have increased over the last month. Several churches were broken into, as well as homes with removable air conditioning units in the windows. The police department offering some advice to prevent your items from being stolen. They say always secure AC units with brackets and bolts. Make sure the outside of your house is well lit. They also tell you to trim plants and shrubbery that could hide a criminal outside. And of course, always lock your doors. Police are now increasing patrols in Quincy and offering rewards of up to $1,000 for information leading to arrest. If you know anything, give them a call at 850-627-0140. The first execution of 2014 is now scheduled. Florida Governor Rick Scott issued the first death warrant of the year yesterday. 46-year-old Juan Carlos Chavez is scheduled for execution on February 12th. He was sentenced to death after being convicted of the 1995 rape, murder, and dismemberment of a 9-year-old Jimmy Rice in South Miami. The case led lawmakers to pass the Jimmy Rice Act, allowing dangerous sexual predators to be institutionalized once they completed their prison terms. Rice's father is expected to talk about the scheduled execution today in Vero Beach. We are following breaking news now out of Pasco County. Authorities on the search for a lion on the loose. Now, this is a live feed from a helicopter there on the scene. The sheriff's office believes the lion escaped from the Wildlife Survival Sanctuary. We will continue to follow this developing story and bring you the latest on air and online at WTXL.TV. Today, help for the thousands of Floridians having trouble getting unemployment benefits. The state now adding hundreds of workers to help process claims. The Department of Economic Opportunity hiring 330 workers to deal with the troubled online system. That's doubling the staff in order to handle lines and other work caused by technical difficulties with the site. The move comes after the department started fining the makers of the site $15,000 every day until it's fully functional. No deadline has been set. Well, thousands of fans heading to Pasadena this weekend to support the Florida State Seminoles at the BCS National Championship. The Tallahassee Regional Airport is expecting major traffic this weekend. Right now, a 470-seat Boeing 747 is sitting at the airport just ready to take the Marching Chiefs band to California. Staff there are gearing up to ensure that everything goes smoothly with the increase in passengers.
Saturday at the airport, we expect a significant amount of passengers traveling through the airport on the way to the BCS National Championship game in California. So airport staff is geared up for it. We're excited about it. Essentially, we expect around 1,500 passengers to process through the airport between 6 a.m. and about noon. So we're really looking forward to the increased flow of people coming through.
This is the largest event the Tallahassee Airport has hosted since 1999. That's the last time the Seminoles went to the national championship. And our sports director, Brad Dalton, Dave Griffiths, are in Pasadena, and I'm a little jealous because we're dealing with some cold temps, and they're probably have the 70s.
I know. I just looked, and I was like, wow, I wonder what they're going to have. 76 degrees on Monday for them, and at night, 56, partly cloudy. Doesn't get much better than that. And it's, well, no, not December. It's January now. So, yeah, but we are talking about cold weather. This morning, it felt like it was in the teens around much of the area, and take a look right now. Freeze warnings already there in place for much of the region, and that's from 9 p.m. p.m. tonight till 9 a.m. Saturday morning. In Albany, Dothan, Tallahassee, Valdosta, everyone's going to be feeling that as we continue to see the colder air sink down into the region. Temperatures will drop tonight into the upper 20s. Some of us maybe even colder than that. But we have been dealing with cold temperatures this morning. On top of that, we had a wind chill advisory that has since expired. 34 now there in Thomasville, 38 in Tallahassee, 37 there in Bainbridge. But we're still seeing some gusty conditions, some gusts in Tallahassee up to 23 miles per hour right now. Apalachicola 26. So the winds, they're still with us, but they will start to die down as we head into the evening hours. It becomes more of some light winds there. But look at what happens. By the time we reach 10 o'clock at night, we have clear skies, cold weather, 33 degrees. And like I said, by the time you wake up tomorrow morning, 27 degrees. Some places could be even colder than that. Now, there's plenty of sunshine this weekend and a little bit of a nice warm-up to talk about, and colder air comes back. I'll have to give you the full forecast and all the details coming up in just a little bit. Mika?
All right, Michelle, thank you. The contraception mandate under the Affordable Health Care Act has hit another snag. Just hours before the mandate was to go into effect, Supreme Court Justice Sonia Sotomayor granted a temporary exemption to Catholic groups. Jill Doherty has the latest.
It's the last days of President Obama's 2-week Hawaiian vacation, and he spent Thursday playing golf with the New Zealand Prime Minister and his son. But in Washington, as life returns to normal after the new year, it's back to Obamacare. Today, the Supreme Court could order the Obama administration to allow certain religious-affiliated nonprofits to remain exempt from the law's requirement to provide birth control and other reproductive health services to their employees. This comes after a group of Colorado nuns asked Justice Sonia Sotomayor for a temporary injunction from complying with the law. A White House official responded saying, "We defer to the Department of Justice on litigation matters, but remain confident that our final rules strike the balance between contraceptive care and religious objections." Coverage began January 1st for the 2.1 million Americans who've enrolled in Obamacare since October.
I've been waiting a long time for January 1st, 2014.
And President Obama's allies at Organizing for Action continue to promote the new law. Mr. Obama himself sent out a New Year's tweet saying, "I signed the ACA for kids like Marcellus Owens. He lost his mom because she couldn't afford coverage. Today, millions of Americans finally can." But the White House has not said who those millions of Americans are, a fact some Republicans say indicates an overall lack of trust.
If they keep putting a flowery spin on everything, how are we really going to ever, how are we ever really going to trust that we're getting the best accurate information about the prospects for the law?
That was Jill Doherty reporting. We're still ahead here on the news at noon. We're checking back in with Michelle Rotella to find out just how cold it's going to be this weekend. But it may not compare to what millions are dealing with to the north. An update on the frigid wintry blast affecting 22 states. Plus, Florida Highway Patrol reminding you to move over to save lives. The news at noon continues in less than 3 minutes.
FSU has broken their way into this year's national championship, but can they keep the momentum going against Auburn? Watch ABC 27 News as we bring you live reports from Pasadena through the weekend. And tune in Monday at 7 for our hour-long pregame special, Countdown to the Championship, as we recap the FSU season and preview the battle for the crown, the 2014 BCS National Championship coverage, and Countdown to the Championship on WTXL ABC 27. Brought to you in part by these sponsors.
And this is Mediacom's whole home DVR, now with TiVo.
The world's smartest DVR.
Yep. Unlike some satellite DVRs, TiVo lets you pause and rewind live TV from
any room.
And you can watch recordings from any TV. TiVo can also recommend new shows for you to watch.
That's the world's smartest DVR? Incredible.
Mediacom whole home DVR, now with TiVo.
'Tis the season for savings on men's suits at M&R Clothing. Get huge holiday discounts on all your favorite name brands like Stephen Land, Sean John, Steve Harvey, Stacey Adams, and more. Look your best with the right fashion combination for every occasion. M&R has hundreds of suits to choose from, with prices starting at $99. Buy one, get one half price. Shop now for the best selection. M&R Clothing, North Florida and South Georgia's premier suit and wardrobe destination on Capitol Circle across from Sam's.
Oh, wow. You look incredible. Right? Is this the bacon and cheese diet?
This is the creamy chicken corn chowder. I mean, look at it. It's so indulgent.
This is so What's different?
Oh, it's my chicken and cheese enchilada diet.
Keep it up, honey. It's working.
Oh, gracias.
Did I tell you I am on the chicken pot pie diet?
Me too. Lisa, did I tell you I'm on the...
Soups so indulgent you'll never believe they're light. 100-calorie Progresso Light Soups.
Titan Doppler Radar is sponsored by Kraft Nissan.
Florida Highway Patrol troopers are urging you to obey the Move Over law in the Sunshine State. The goal to protect troopers and drivers on the side of the road. The law requires drivers to move over one lane if you are passing emergency vehicles. They say that officers and drivers are vulnerable to traffic passing by at high speeds. Florida state troopers will be heavily enforcing the law this month and next month to raise awareness among drivers.
Since 1999, over 200 law enforcement officers have been killed by crashes when they've been stopped on the side of the road, and it's just important to leave the emergency workers and everyone plenty of room so that they can do their job.
Now, if you can't safely move over or switch lanes, troopers say you should slow down to 20 miles per hour below the posted speed limit. Let's take a break now from news and head back over to Michelle Rotella. And we're in for a little bit of a warm-up. That's something to look forward to.
Yeah, just a very short-lived warm-up in store for us, but we still have some cold to get through tonight. Temperatures will be dropping into the 20s. At least we have the sunshine, right? Take a look outside. Take a look for yourself. The Napleton Infinity Tower camera, top of the DoubleTree Hotel, is starting to see some blue sky. That's way better than the rain, but we have cold temperatures lasting throughout the afternoon.
Let's face it, projects around the house, big or small, cost time and energy. But what if there was a way to cut them both? Now there is. Introducing Getting It Done with a little help from Angie's List. Mondays at 5 o'clock, I will show you ways you can trim time and energy and get valuable information when it comes to hiring that handyman. No job is too big or too small.
Watch Getting It Done with Abby Maurer, Mondays at 5 on WTXL ABC 27.
Families in crisis.
She's 18 years old. She has the judgment of a turtle.
Relationships in trouble.
With this one, you're going to have to watch the gold in your teeth.
In Judge Judy's court, they're not just cases, they're topics that affect your life.
See all the trouble you created by getting crazy?
The cases get you thinking.
You think this is going to be easy? This is not going to be easy.
The topics get you talking.
You better stop harassing each other. You have a child.
Judge Judy.
Today at 12:30 on ABC 27.
See those cool gadgets and that sleek TV? Well, now get the technology you need to power them at a great price from CenturyLink. Your link to Prism TV and up to 20 meg internet. Enough speed for all your devices. Both for less than $80 a month. Plus, ask how to get a $300 CenturyLink Visa prepaid card when you upgrade your programming package to Prism Preferred or Premium Triple Play. CenturyLink Prism TV offers you a whole home DVR that lets you watch and record multiple shows at once, and a wireless set-top box that lets you put your TV virtually anywhere. CenturyLink Prism is TV that replaces cable and satellite. So call 855-258-1315 to bundle both for less than $80 a month. And ask how to get a $300 CenturyLink Visa prepaid card too. So call 855-258-1315 today.
A 1-2 punch for about 80 million people from the Midwest to New England now digging out after a massive snowstorm. Snow tapering off this hour in most areas, but now residents are dealing with record-breaking temps. Marcy Gonzalez has the latest.
The first storm of the new year bringing as much as 2 feet of snow to some parts of the Northeast. Today, the big dig out is paired with a deep freeze.
With sub-zero temperatures, you worry about frostbite, you worry about hypothermia.
As the storm whipped through this morning, parts of Massachusetts reported wind gusts above 50 miles per hour and wind chills as low as -30 degrees. From Maryland to Maine, the storm leaving some classes canceled, businesses closed, and overnight, 3 major highways outside of New York City closed to traffic as more than an inch of snow fell every hour in the region.
I'm going sideways, even in four-wheel drive. You got to take it easy.
Treacherous roads and stressful airports. A second day of cancellations and delays from coast to coast.
They just canceled and said we're supposed to fly this morning, and then got canceled again.
The bitter cold now on the minds of people throughout the Northeast. Thousands, including New York City's new mayor, cleaning up even as the temperatures continue to drop.
Best thing that people can do, of course, is to stay safe, to stay warm, and stay indoors.
And now the lingering concern here in coastal Massachusetts is over potential flooding as we reach high tide and icy water comes dangerously close to spilling into some neighborhoods. In Cohasset, Massachusetts, Marcy Gonzalez, ABC News.
And Massachusetts just got hit with snow, what, last week, right?
Yeah, well, they just keep coming. These snowstorms just keep coming, and we're talking about a little bit of a slight warm-up, and you saw some blue sky right there from the tower camera. It's nice. We had the rain yesterday, but we're clearing out, and it cooled down for us.
It's cold, but hey, we could be dealing with a lot of snow.
So. Yeah, like they saw. Some places are digging out this morning from 14 inches there in Boston. Some places had, 8 inches, but at least we're just dealing with the cold. It's still pretty cold and below average, well below average for this time of year, and cold enough to already issue some freeze warnings around the region. So yeah, we have those in place from 9 p.m. tonight till 9 a.m. Saturday morning. We also had some red flag advisories or red flag warnings throughout the day today, and that stays with us till about 6 p.m. tonight, and you can still see them issued there for southeastern Alabama too. It's dry, it's gusty out there, and they make for perfect conditions there to spread fires quickly, so just limit the use of outdoor burning there. It's 34 right now in Thomasville, 38 there in Tallahassee, Valdosta, you're at 39, but look how dry it is. Remember, I was just telling you that dew points indicate the moisture of the air there, so it's 18 for the dew point there in Thomasville, Tallahassee 14, quite the differentiation from the temperatures. And on top of that, well, here's the gusts around the region. They're still seeing some winds up to 24 miles per hour at times. Current gusts in Tallahassee 23, Apalachicola 26, but they were in the 30s this morning, and it made it feel like the teens early this morning. Now these are some of the temperatures of what it feels like out there. The wind chill factoring in, all the ingredients coming together now. It feels like 30 there in Tallahassee. It feels like 29 in Moultrie, Mariana. It feels like 28 for you. So all of that being said, it's pretty much a cold day anywhere you go across the Big Bend and even up towards the Northeast. You really just can't escape that. But yeah, we're not dealing with the snow, that's for sure. But we are still below average for the lows, and also will continue to be below average for the high temperature. What you just saw a few moments ago, we really won't be getting too much warmer than that for today. High pressure is starting to move in and clear us out, so we'll have crystal clear skies for tonight, but that is going to make for some very cold temperatures. That's why those freeze warnings are in place. But look what happens. It's interesting to note. High pressure starts to shift off to the east. Our winds start becoming more easterly, and then they turn a little bit more southerly, so we can start to see some pop-up showers there. Maybe for Saturday and Sunday, just a few light showers, and temperatures go up into the mid-60s by Sunday. But then here comes the next blast, the next round of snow for some people across the Central Plains and even up towards portions of the Great Lakes. But ahead of that, just some rain there. This cold front will come plunging through the region there Sunday night and Monday, and it's a game changer for us this time. The cold weather will last pretty much almost throughout the entire week next week. So yeah, 48 degrees. That's actually a little bit warmer compared to some of what we could see next week. Plenty of sunshine, cold and gusty throughout the afternoon. Those winds, they should be dying down, though, as we head into the evening hours. That gale warning expires at 1 p.m., and we're also looking at a small craft advisory that's in place now that stays with us all the way through Saturday afternoon. Wind should also die down only to 20 knots there, and also occasionally offshore you could see some of those seas up to 17 feet. So it was extremely rough this morning, transition to more choppy waters out there into the afternoon hours. hours. And just want to show you 49 degrees around the coastal areas. Water temperature way warmer than that, though, 61 degrees. Here's a look at the 7-day forecast. That's the warm-up I was talking about. Yeah, we get to 67 on Sunday. Then comes the Arctic cold blast, and we're talking about cold, cold, cold once again, waking up Tuesday morning. No doubt we probably will have another round of freeze watches or warnings in effect there, 30 degrees, and the cold stays with us. It's not until next Thursday that we see the 60s again, Mika. So, oh, it's a roller coaster for us. But yeah, keep the sweaters handy. You're going to need it.
Yes, at least the temperatures aren't steady on decline. So.
No, and we get to warm up a little bit this weekend, and then, yeah, you're going to bundle up next week.
All right, Michelle, thank you. An update now on the passengers just rescued from a ship stuck in Antarctica. The 52 researchers and scientists were celebrating this time yesterday, but now it looks like their trip home is delayed again. Karen Travers takes a closer look.
Not so fast. Just yesterday, 52 passengers were rescued from their stranded Russian research ship in the Antarctic, but now their trip home is on hold. A Chinese icebreaker provided the helicopter that airlifted the scientists and tourists to a new ship. But now the Chinese vessel may be stuck in the heavy sea ice. The Chinese crew has asked the Australian icebreaker, now carrying the rescued passengers, to hang on and stay in the area in case they need a rescue too. This potential delay comes after the Russian ship had been stuck for 10 days in thick ice, blinding snow, and strong winds. Finally, yesterday, sweet relief for the weary passengers.
Welcome aboard. Hello, thank you. Really happy to see you guys.
I was immensely relieved for the people under my care. I was pleased with having extracted them from that situation.
The rescue operation took about 5 hours and included 9 helicopter trips.
It was just the feeling of having relief and having completed the job safely, and everybody's back on board.
As the sun set, the Australian rescue ship made its move, plowing through ice that was several feet thick.
But as you can see, it's not exactly slicing through all this ice that's surrounding us. This ship is dealing with it, but we're certainly making slow progress.
The original Russian ship is still stuck in ice, but the 22-person crew is not in any danger and has supplies that could last for weeks. Karen Travers, ABC News, Washington.
A look now what we're working on for tonight on WTXL ABC 27 News at 5. The price of gas on the rise in Leon County. We'll tell you why you're paying more at the pump, plus thousands of FSU fans getting ready for the BCS National Championship, how the city is showing its support. That's all tonight on the News at 5. But first, how well did our nation's automakers do this year? We'll break down the numbers ahead in your midday business report.
Weather changes at a moment's notice. Don't be left out in the rain because you didn't know. Download the ABC 27 Weather Now interactive weather app, sponsored by the Florida Lottery. Log on to WTXL.TV right now.
Next, Katie, do you know what your stuff is really worth? Dig out your attic, your basement, your garage. That old piece of junk might actually be a treasure worth thousands. Then, what is Katie's stuff worth?
Those are priceless.
Plus, one guest has no idea. Their find could be worth tens of thousands.
Oh my God, that is great.
And we're ready to set a new world record with Dan Cortese and the Guinness Book of World Records. Next, Katie.
Today at 3 on ABC 27.
Want to watch your favorite shows anytime? Just go to WTXL.TV and click on the ABC video player to connect to ABC.com and watch full episodes of ABC primetime shows. Brought to you by the Florida Lottery. Be sure to watch ABC 27 HD Wednesday and Saturday at 10:59 for the Florida Powerball drawing.
It's the final days of Mattress Firm's Overstock and Clearance Sale. We're clearing out $10 million worth of Overstock mattresses at rock-bottom prices, like a Sealy Queen set for just $297. And get huge savings during the Tempur-Pedic model closeout event. Save up to $300 off select Tempur Contour Collection mattresses. Plus, get a free gift with purchase, a down alternative comforter, sheet set, and 2 pillows. A $300 value free. And get 0% APR for 5 years. Only at Mattress Firm.
I get a kick out of the cable and phone companies trying to sell you a security system. They rave about the system turning on the lights, adjusting the thermostats, and security. Well, they only offer 2 openings. What home has only 2 openings? For 30 years, I've dedicated myself to offering the most advanced security systems at the most affordable prices. We offer the latest in technology, professionally installed, and even our basic system covers 8 openings.
New alarm systems installed for $0 down and just $29.95 a month. Call SafeTouch today.
Talking your money this noon, how is the car industry faring? And a big change coming to a popular morning treat. A look now at your business news. Automakers are releasing their full year and December sales reports today. Chrysler Group has already revealed its numbers, reporting a strong jump in auto sales in December that lifted its full year sales by 9%. Other car makers, including General Motors and Ford, are expected to release their data later today. When final figures are in, the industry is expected to have sold more than 15 million vehicles for the first time since 2007. And the number of people who filed new applications for unemployment benefits fell slightly in the last week of December. The Labor Department says initial claims declined by 2,000 to 339,000. The average of new claims over the past month rose by 8,500. Economists say that increase likely reflects a temporary holiday season spike that will fade over the next few weeks. Plus, Cheerios is going non-GMO. General Mills says it's now making the original Cheerios without ingredients containing genetically modified organisms. Some consumers are concerned about the health and environmental impacts of GMOs, although they haven't been proven harmful scientifically. The main ingredient in original Cheerios is oats. For the past year, a green economy advocacy group has been rallying consumers on social media to pressure General Mills to remove GMOs from Cheerios. And that's your midday Your Money Report.
The Powerball jackpot has reached $60 million. Be sure to tune into ABC 27 Saturday at 10:59 p.m. to see if you're the next winner. Remember, you can't win if you don't play. Catch the Florida Lottery's Cash 3 and Play 4 exclusively on ABC 27's Weather Now, nightly on Comcast Channel 210 or 27.3 between 8:30 and 8:40. ABC 27, your official Florida Lottery station.
Nature has the power to take our beautiful weather and turn it into complete chaos. Hurricanes, floods, tornadoes, real threats that can destroy homes, businesses, and ultimately take lives. Don't be caught off guard. Be proactive and keep your family safe. The ABC 27 Storm Team Severe Weather Guide has all the information you need to be prepared before and after the storm. Download this free guide at WTXL.tv. And when severe weather threatens, trust the Storm Team to keep you updated.
The story of happily ever after begins with a bride, a groom, and their special day together. And Brides on WTXL.tv is here to make your wedding truly memorable. With Brides, you can post your engagement and wedding announcements online to share with your family and friends, all for free. On Brides, you'll find a collection of businesses to help you with tuxedo rentals, catering, venues, and more for your special day. Get started today by clicking on the Brides section of WTXL.tv.
Hi, this is Jimbo Fisher from Naples Infiniti of Tallahassee. I just want to tell you, I absolutely love my new Infiniti. You should stop by today and take a test drive.
During our Winter Sign and Drive event, drive the all-new Infiniti Q50 sedan for only $349 a month. We have a huge selection, and during our Sign and Drive event, you can drive luxury for less out of your pocket at Napleton Infiniti. Plus, when you purchase any pre-owned vehicle, you receive a lifetime warranty.
I wish I had a lifetime warranty on all my players. Head to Napleton Infiniti today and get your lifetime warranty.
Tower Cam is brought to you by Napleton Infiniti.
A family from New York traveled to South Florida to watch the Miami Heat play. Well, 21-year-old Robert Ambley from Buffalo is a longtime Heat fan, so his brother bought what he thought were 4 tickets to see the Heat play, but turns out those tickets were a fake. Fortunately, though, a Good Samaritan stepped in after seeing their story on the news and anonymously donated tickets for the Roberts family.
Getting to see this Heat team. Never seen them?
Never seen them.
Never seen LeBron?
No, never.
And to be inside the American Airlines Arena tonight will be like?
My heart's been pounding.
Hamley's brother said he didn't check to see if the tickets were real until after he gave the man his money. But happy ending to that story.
Exactly. And if you're heading outside today, bundle up. You're going to need to.
All right, that's going to do it for the news at noon. We'll see you tonight.
WTXL and Big Bend Crime Stoppers have teamed up to help make our communities a safer place to live. Every Saturday during our early newscast, ABC 27 HD will present Big Bend's Most Wanted. See who's on this week's list.
I'm Deputy Tim Randolph, and tonight Big Bend Crime Stoppers is asking for your help in locating the following wanted persons from our
Big Bend's Most Wanted. Brought to you by the Big Bend Crime Stoppers and ABC 27, dedicated to you.
Families in crisis.
She's 18 years old. She has the judgment of a turtle.
Relationships in trouble.
With this one, you're going to have to watch the gold in your teeth.
In Judge Judy's court, they're not just cases, they're topics that affect your life.
See all the trouble you created by getting crazy?
The cases get you thinking.
You think this is going to be easy? This is not going to be easy.
The topics get you talking.
You better stop harassing each other. You have a child.
Judge Judy. Today at 12:30 on ABC 27. FSU has broken their way into this year's national championship, but can they keep the momentum going against Auburn? Watch ABC 27 News as we bring you live reports from Pasadena through the weekend. And tune in Monday at 7 for our hour-long pregame special, Countdown to the Championship, as we recap the FSU season and preview the battle for the crown, the 2014 BCS National Championship coverage, and Countdown to the Championship on WTXL ABC 27. Brought to you in